also improved and collectible shop. If you're looking for collectibles, memorabilia. In the house tonight, it is outside the main building. I think you know what I mean. Really? right, first one coming through. You've heard us talk about Jack Blacks all weekend. Jack Blacks made their selection, that nice little 1951 Ford two-door sedan, owned by Steve Webb out of Magna, Utah. Bring it in, Steve. I got to tell you a little bit about Steve. Steve and his family, like the rest of us, they count this as their family reunion. At any shows during the year, they make sure they make it to this show. So Steve, Kathy Webb out of Magna.
We have a Plymouth Duster, 1974, owned by Hunter Hicks, also of Preston, Idaho. This is picked by one of our members, Toby Bennett, who also drives the Prettiest dog, about the same, so he knows his wife. He says the car was purchased and restored as a father-son project, strong family relationship, sharing of restoration skills that occurred during this build will endure and be invaluable in the years to come. Dodge Dusters are amazing cars, and they're amazing people in the hall. This 1970 Chevy K10, owned by Larry Hansen of Preston, Idaho. This was picked by one of our sponsors, Murdoch Chevrolet. You would think that they would know Chevrolets, right? So Chris from Murdoch said, I owned this truck when I was 16. I'm grateful to see that the Hansen family has restored it so that it may be enjoyed for many more years to come.
Coming through is a gray 1950 Chevy 3100. Owner's name is Jeff Nate out of Preston, Idaho. Picked by Richard Rich Design. They've been doing the designs on the car air truck for years and years. Very nice garage build, and they like the shade of gray. Shade of gray, I like that. Play on the words, cut. And the choice of wood, so it's a very, very nice truck. Jeff Nate out of Preston, Idaho. Jeff, I don't know whether they like the truck or they like the words a shade of gray.
Our next vehicle, not from Idaho, but from Spring Creek. It's blue 1947 Mercury convertible, picked by Daniel and Delia Warren. They're members of the club. They say they'll love the color, and it's a gem. Very cool car.
You know, you gotta say, you look at that car and all you think is American graffiti.
I was kind of thinking Greece.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I like the horn. There you go. And I gotta tell you, this car's got trouble written all over it if you know the owner. 73 Ford Mustang. This is Brian Estes out of Hiram, Utah. Beautiful color. Well maintained. Uh-oh. And they say you have a unique horn. So what's unique about your horn, Brian? That's not a horn. That's a gas pedal. Oh, well, that's what they put in there. You had a unique horn.
1965 GMC 4x4. Owned by Marty Carrillo of Preston, Idaho. Preston guys get all the pictures here.
How often do you do the shows, Greg, and all you hear?
Oh, local, Turkey, they think that we're local.
Well, these guys aren't local.
This is one of our members that picked it. Rick Moore, he's been handling our vendors. If you've enjoyed anything that's brought here today, it's due to Rick's hard work. He says this car just looks like something you want to hop in, drive everywhere for any reason. Restored to where it needs to be enjoyed.
Okay, it's a 69 Chevy K10. The color is moist cucumber. Hey, they write it, I read it. I've never seen that on a shop shelf where it says moist cucumber. This is Eric Pack. Is that really a color? Eric Pack from Pack Customs, Lake Point, Utah. Caleb Nelson picked this one. Very unique color. No kidding. Okay, very unique color combination. And you win, man. That's moist cucumber. You got me on that one.
Maybe it's because we're giving away the truck this year, but we do seem to be a little heavy on the pickups than the picks. So here's a gray and white 72 Chevy K10 owned by Laura Pack of Lake Point, Utah. It's a 72 Chevy pickup, that's reason enough. But Laura is the second owner, and when talking to her, you can feel your love for the truck. Great things were made in 72. That was picked by Brandon Douglas, our president.
'69 Chevy C10, Josh Turner. Josh Turner owns this one out of Taylorsville, Utah. Picked by Hugo Cardona, club member. Okay, the truck is a sleeper. Has a pretty metallic blue paint job. The part of the truck is a 454 cubic inch pure American muscle, sporting a Lisa supercharger, cranking out over 700 horsepower. Okay, Josh, no burnout.
Green and white 69 Ford pickup this time. An F100 owned by Braden Jones of Beaver Dam, Utah. Picked by Ashley Skeen, one of our members. She says, I always like to pick a younger car lover. Braden fits in that category. He has big plans to store this truck. I love the story of how he got it, and I have a huge soft spot for those 60s, 70s Ford trucks. This one was picked by Ernie Crockett. When you came in through the gate, you probably saw his smiling face. Ernie's been a builder and a painter and a mechanic forever and ever, and he drives that beautiful little red Ford. He picked this 1962 Corvair ramp side truck owned by Bruce Gwyther of Trenton, Utah. He says Bruce first attended the cruise in 1983, so he's kind of a founder too in his way. That's back when it was still Logan's Run. He's attended every year except a few when he was living out of state. He's a member of the Bonneville Corvair Club. He's owned 32 Corvairs at one time, and now is the owner of only 8. He's 90 years old. He'll be 91 on September 11th, and he's an inspiration to anyone who loves cars, and he's a friend to all.
Come on, everybody.
Bruce, thank you. This is the second one of our founder picks. This was picked by Lynn Zollinger. Lynn Zollinger's been with me at the information booth all weekend. If you had a question, you probably saw it. This is a blue 1944 Ford convertible owned by Steve and Patty Neumiller. They're from Blackhawk, South Dakota. Lynn says, this beautiful blue 48 Ford convertible was built over a 10-year period by the owner and has all the components to make a great street rod. Now Steve and Patty are giving car shows and can't read in this great looking convertible. Cruise on. Thank you.
All right, 1988 is the year of this one. 1988 is champagne color. It's a Toyota Land Cruiser owned by A. McAllister out of Logan, Utah. Heather Bennett. Heather made this one. It's a rare vehicle, and it's got a diesel engine, 4 cylinders. It's an import. The owner is very personal and can't tell you anything about it. Toyota builds vehicles that are designed to be very dependable and very high quality. Perfect example of a well-preserved vehicle. 88 Toyota, A. McAllister out of Logan. You're on the wrong side of the car.
I've loved Pontiacs ever since I was a kid. And here's this black 1970 Pontiac GTO owned by Mike and Judy Dennison of Labarge, Wyoming. It was picked by one of our sponsors, Watch Us Custom, All they had to say about it was, it's beautiful. Who can argue with that?
Well, we go from black to yellow. Check out that yellow ride. 7070 Plymouth Cuda. Brenda Hawker. Brenda Hawker out of Wellsville, Utah, is picked by Dustin Moore, CVCA member. A1 Automotive built it in 2005. It has a rim roll steering wheel. Also pistol grip, 4-speed, 440. Everything's original except the color. 70 Plymouth Cuda. Brenda Hawker out of Wellsville, Utah.
Next up, we've got a 1976 Ford Highboy, and boy is it high. Blue and white. This is owned by Marshall Lindsay of Hiram, Utah, and Gabby Matthews, who is going to hand the plat. One of our lovely members. She says, this truck is beautiful. Two-tone blue and white paint is flawless. Not a speck of rust. All the chrome accents are impeccable. Engine bay is just as perfect as the rest of the truck, including the billet of aluminum. Badass, sounds amazing.
The Apache 3100 by Chevrolet. Albert Labonte owns this one out of Logan, Utah. Picked by club member Chuck Jenkins. Keep it original in feel and style, yet shows logistical upgrades where needed. Electrical power steering, 5-speed transmission, and an alternator upgrade. And a good horn.
There's a maroon 29 Mercedes-Benz owned by Siobhan and Braxton Hill. They're from Hiram, Utah. This is picked by Lexi Pierce, one of our members. She says it's incredible condition. Horns on the front, bumper makes it even more unique. Siobhan has also been coming for 30 years. Let's give her a round for 30 years. This is her first award.
Oh man, check this out. We can announce him. He could be halfway out of the stadium and still be in the stadium. Check it out. From Meridian, Idaho, Black Hawk Polishing picked this one. Well, figured it probably took him a week and a half to pick for that car. This is a 59 Cadillac Eldorado Seville. And as you can tell, it's red. All right, Bill, I'm going to try your last name. Bill, let's try this. Pinnacle? Beanapple? Hey, we were close. Not even close.
All right, Jaden Faster, bring in that Dodge, will you? This is a 1972 Dodge Demon in Sublime. He's from Pocatello, Idaho. This is picked by Kofi Bennett, one of our members. He loves the paint scheme of green and black. It says it makes it an outstanding representation of early 1970s muscle fever throughout the USA. Dodge made cars were affordable and easy to customize. This demon's been restored to make any Mopar fan very envious.
Next one coming through, check it out. It's a Vet, 68 Vet, blue and white. Troy and Tana Shatz out of Cody, Wyoming. Greg Gaskell picked this one. You just say that one. Tell them about the car.
This is my pick.
Tell them.
Okay, let me tell you about it. This beautiful custom candy blue and white Corvette is a tribute to Baldwin Motion. How many of you know what that means? Anybody? Baldwin Chevrolet was one of those dealers back in the late 60s and 70s that used to buy specialty vehicles straight from the factory and then scoop them up.
The 49 Ford F1 Harvey Houston out of Millville, Utah. All right, what's the name? Renell? This is picked by Renell, club member. They love the history, they love the color. Harvey's father is the original owner. And the truck used on the family dairy farm. Harvey learned to drive it when they brought it from Minnesota. I said that right. Anybody from Minnesota? Got to put the double O's in there. Okay. Drove it from Minnesota to Utah. Complete restoration. Truck over the years. They love it. All right.
This is a little Red Express truck. Okay. A little bit of applause. How many of you remember this special vehicle? Okay. This was built in 1979. It's a Dodge. It's owned by Brandon Dietrich of Tremont in Utah. This is picked by one of our members, J.D. James, and he says, it's a Dodge. It's so cool with bright red paint, wood panels on the bed, and on the outside with the mini side stacks. So iconic, very clean, very well taken care of. And I guarantee you, Brandon, that sounds a lot better than it did when it was new. You done anything under the hood, Brandon? Is it hopped up under the hood? You still got the original motor, or is it hopped up? The original motor?
All right, next one. Next one is picked by Chuck Richardson, CVCA member. This is Scott Monson. Scott Monson out of Providence, Utah. How about a 69 VW 23 window bus? Great SoCal vibe, beautifully done, in and out, nice TV treatment. Mike Wolf would go crazy seeing this. Yes, he would.
We have a Sky Red Line built by Saturn 2008 in black. It's owned by Candy Marshall of Logan, Utah. This was picked by one of our sponsors, the Baugh Motel, and they say it's an absolutely stunning vehicle. They don't make these anymore. And for a 4-cylinder, it hauls butt. She says, maybe I can work out a payment plan. Maybe. You're probably not interested in parting with that, are you, Candy? A yellow one? Is it a red line also? Hey, there you go. You look good in that.
Hey, the Baugh Motel being the sponsor of this one and another sponsor of the show. How many of you in the audience stay or have stayed at the Baugh Motel? All right, next one is a 2017 Fiesta, Ford Fiesta. It's black. Stockton Coburn out of Providence, Utah. Dave Harrison picked this one. The way it sits, the owner is 18 and is really into cars. Good to see some youth interested in the cars. Tomorrow's Street Runner. I love it. Keep it going, guys.
This is a 1933 Pierce Arrow. It says this is a model 1247. This was picked by Serena Harris of Idle Isle Cafe, which is over in Brigham. Thank you. Jason Corbridge, Wellsville, Utah, in this gray 33 Pierce Arrow. Boy, that's a big one too. How many people is that seat? She said 7 seaters. She says this is a symbol of class and a lot of hard work and love. Original owners were on the Titanic. The wife survived. The husband went down with the ship.
Hey, next one. I like how I get the colors on this. Really? Seafoam. I got Seafoam 53 Ford F100. This is Lon and Tammy Snow. And they are from Jensen, Utah. No. As long as we've been doing this, I've never heard of a color called moist cucumber. All right, the Jensen. It's out of Jensen, Utah. Colton, club member, picked this one. Been in the family since 1958. The color is original and pristine condition. The white wall tires have the perfect touch. It's been passed down for generations and kept as a family heirloom, as it should be. The F100 is in amazing condition and will be enjoyed for many generations to come.
Okay, so we've had F1s, we've had F100s. I would imagine there are some of you that own F150s. Well, we're stepping up a little bit. This is an F5 school bus. This is a 1948 Ford in what else but yellow. This is owned by Dave Wallace of Providence, Utah. Picked by Steve Burrows, one of our members. He says it's very unique, a great color. 26 years of searching for this dream build. October 22nd, 22, his dream became a reality when he found this bus at auction, bought it, had it shipped back, now running a late model LS drivetrain. So does that mean you'll never be late to school?
Okay, next one coming through. It's red, it's white, it's a 59, it's a Ford Ranch wagon. How many of these do you see around anymore?
Not anymore, they pretty much got used up. Okay. But I still remember riding in the back seat, being the tail gunner going down the freeway.
Yeah, but see, that's nice. You just got a back seat in the back part, you didn't ride the back window, on the back leg. This is Cole. Cole Matthews picked this one. He's on the board of directors, CVCA. You tell him why you picked it. That's a nice ride. Look, oh, they got a puppy in the back seat, too.
So the reason I picked this car is because you don't see anything built like this anymore. This is better than a minivan, because this is what Paul, all the kids ran back in the day.
This is a 36 Plymouth Coupe, picked by Caleb Nielsen, one of our members. Says it's very well built.
We appreciate it. How many years have you come to the show? 9? We appreciate you coming back. Thank you very much. Nice ride.
Coming in on a trailer, we have 1971 Chevy Camaro. The color is to be determined. Diego Johnson of Millville, Utah. This is picked by Jim Beazer, one of our sponsors. He says Diego is 15 years old and excited to get into hot rods. He and his father have already rebuilt the transmission and are working on the motor. This year it's kind of a beater. Next year it's going to be neater. Diego, we want to see you again next year. You're going to be driving that thing next year, right?
Check out the stacks on this truck. All right. This is a green 04 Peterbilt semi, of course, Brad Nelson. Brad jumped into things up there with me. I said I need a flag up on the upper deck, and he provided the semi, the flag. It's big, it's clean, and what I love, it is patriotic. And you know as well as I do, there's nothing we get that doesn't is shipped or shipped by semis. Let's give it up for our truck drivers that are out there. They're what's helping make us great. And I gotta tell you, when we go and clean our ride, under the hood is as clean as anything you could see on this. Could you imagine cleaning this? It only took him 15 minutes. There's your next year's giveaway car for the Cache Valley Cruise In.
So now how many of you are coming back next year? Everybody looks good in an open car.
We can give that away if we can get that in Jay's hands, though. I think it's going to be
If we can get
tough.
Jay out of it, fourth receipt.
Okay, who wants to win that truck? I like it. All right, before we do this again, give it up for the Cache Valley Cruising Association. Fantastic job year after year after year. Here we go. You got the timer? Okay, we have the timer. The timer will start when I read the last number.
Give me a second.
Uh-oh. Hang on.
Technology.
Got it?
If you win, you better make some noise.
Or, yeah. They win.
Go.
Okay, ticket number. I'm going to go all the way through and not stop. Okay, ticket number 13263. They're not. Got 5 minutes. 13263. Where's our winners?
No. False alarm.
How much time we got?
We have 16, 15,
Okay.
14,
I'll get back to this in a minute. Maybe.
13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There
Done.
we are.
All right, Julie, pick another ticket. Reach in, mix them up, do good. One year we did this, we opened it up and tickets fell on the ground and everybody's out there going, oh yeah. You reset? Okay, here we go. New ticket number. Straight through, no stopping. 14630. 14630. Don't throw your tickets in the air. Tickets have to match. As she's making her way up here, I'm going to remind you, when you come in for next year, right here, with the parking situation, we're going to be working on that. If you have compliments about the show, tell the club. If you have criticism about the show, tell the club. Doesn't do any good to tell anybody else. Verify the number.
14630, and you are
Yeah, what's your name?
Kenzie Beer.
Kenzie, can you drive the stick shift?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, and where are you from?
I'm from Brigham City.
And I got to know, how many tickets did you buy? I always ask you, how many tickets did you have?
I had one, but somebody paid me for.
Is this one of the four, or they got to be your ticket?
It's mine.
Okay, Kenzie, you got it.